Coming up on Cedar Valley today, we investigate cyberbullying in the Cedar Valley, its effects, and how to stop it.
We take another sneak peek into the preparation for the highly anticipated Christmas with Wartburg.
And we have the first of a two-part special about Waverly's upcoming mayoral election. This is Cedar Valley Today. Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Ryan Riebenacker.
I'm Sam Sides.
Now that Thanksgiving has passed, Wartburg has been preparing for its annual Christmas with Wartburg concert. Earlier this week, I went down to Newman Auditorium to get a peek at the show they've been putting together. For 70 years now, Christmas with Wartburg has been a tradition. According to Artistic Director Dr. Lee Nelson, this year is one of the most participated in Christmas with Wartburgs ever. In our last show, we took the time to highlight some of the vocal musicians taking part in this year's festivities. But there is also a full orchestra that accompanies the vocal musicians. These participants, coming from a wide range of different backgrounds and majors, have all been coming together for lengthy practices so that they can put on the best concert possible. Christmas with Wartburg has recently begun practicing in Newman Auditorium, where they will be performing, and are now ironing out the last kinks of their performance before their highly anticipated showtime. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Ryan Riebenacker. Christmas with Wartburg will be held this weekend with a show in Des Moines on Friday at 7:30 and 3 other shows in the Newman Auditorium at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. on Saturday and 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Many Wartburg students attended the Wartburg Chats Tuesday afternoon. The event was held in the McCoy rooms inside the Seaman Student Center. The Wartburg Chats are for both students and staff members to come and talk about a variety of topics. And you don't have to have a topic prepared during these Wartburg Chats. The group started as a safe place to talk about topics that matter to you. Wartburg Chats is a group where there is no commitment, no homework, and no agenda. Contact Jennifer Onyanigbo in Student Life with any questions. Dean Kittle and Pastor Ramona were the two holding the Wartburg Chats along with the Student Life office.
On December 5th, Waverly will elect a mayor after the November 7th elections determined no winner. In a two-part series, Cedar Valley Today's Josh Voigt interviews both candidates in Waverly's upcoming election. The first interview, in no particular order, is write-in candidate Dean Soch.
I'm Josh Voigt. I'm in studio today with Dean Soch. Dean's running for mayor. Welcome.
Thank you.
What made you decide to want to run for mayor?
I've been approached by various people over the past 2 or 3 years that because I've been active at council meetings, city council meetings, would speak out, and somehow they picked up that maybe you ought to be in a public office. Okay.
To touch on the controversial, you mentioned the Green Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
What suggestions would you have as to what should be done moving forward with that project?
It's going to be up to citizens, as far as I'm concerned, to make, because there was a citizens group early on in the early 2000s, of which I was a part of that group, and the decision was made at that time to replace it. The neighbor to the bridge succeeded in having it the option of repair, which council rejected last spring, and from there it's kind of been really up in the air as to what's going to happen. But
looking forward, do you have any particular long-term goals for the improvement of Waverly?
Economic development is high on my list of priorities. I think maybe we're slipping behind on acquiring new business, whether it be a small industry or just a small business venture, and some things need to be done, and looked at it really hard again. So it's time for change. Vote for change, and polls are open December 5th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Perfect.
And would appreciate your support. So.
And as was mentioned, the polls for the election open at 7 a.m. on December 5th. But on Friday, Josh will be sitting down to talk to candidate Chuck Infelt. We will be posting the Dean Soch's full 10-minute interview on our Facebook page. So if you'd like to hear more, be sure to check that out.
Students and staff in the Waverly Shell Rock School District recently looked into the issue of cyberbullying means and how it can be prevented. Cedar Valley Today's Sierra Crawley dives into this issue, making waves in our backyard.
So cyberbullying is something that happens through technology that can hurt other people physically and emotionally. And I've been cyberbullied before, and it just doesn't make you feel good about yourself. And you just don't want to be in the world anymore because people are being rude to you.
Technology is the easiest way to pick on somebody because they have keyboard courage and they can say things that they want to say when they wouldn't have said that in face-to-face.
Waverly Shell Rock Middle School encourages face-to-face conversations, so technology is kept in their lockers.
Again, you try to create an environment that allows kids to feel safe. Because if they don't feel safe, if they don't feel comfortable, if they don't feel valued, the learning is going to be impacted. And so we want them to feel that safety so that they can learn, they can explore, they can feel like it's okay to make mistakes. Because so often that's how we learn best, is when we do that.
The school district believes that the best they can do to prevent this issue is to focus on teaching them proper morals.
I think students probably have a greater impact on that than what adults do, frankly. Because again, peers want to get along with their peers. They want to be, they want those around them to view them as someone who is a human being, someone that they respect, someone that they value.
We are all responsible to help raise children, whether they're our own children or not. We all collectively can try to educate them on how to be nice, be generous people, be caring, supportive, advocate for others, and eventually hopefully be productive citizens so they can help another child or another person who's in a difficult place.
In this modern age, technology is everywhere, and cyberbullying is an issue that students constantly need to address. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Sierra Crawley.
If you or anyone else that you know is being affected by cyberbullying, we encourage you to seek out help.
The streets of downtown Cedar Falls will be filled with Christmas cheer tomorrow as citizens celebrate the holiday season with a theme from a familiar movie. Downtown Cedar Falls is hosting their #Elfie Night. The night is based off of the popular Christmas movie Elf, starring Will Ferrell. The festivities will be hosted by select Cedar Falls businesses, and activities will include photo ops, cookie decorations with Santa, trolley rides, elf workshops, and a buffet of candy for families. Buddy the Elf will also be wandering the streets singing loud for all to hear. The event will be from 6 to 8 p.m. Thursday night. And now we're going to toss it on over to Sam for some more of your weather. Sam, what's it looking like?
Well, it's looking kind of interesting for this time of year, Ryan. As you can see here, it's going to stay in the 40s the next couple days, and then it goes up to 53 on Saturday. It's going to be nice and sunny throughout most of the week. There's going to be some cloud cover on Wednesday, Friday, but mostly sunny this weekend, and it's going to be a nice time to go out and just spend some time out in the sun. So enjoy it while it lasts, folks. I have 73 on Saturday. That's especially going to be a good day. Ryan?
Thanks for that update, Sam. Loras College has announced they will be opening a new school of business. The school hopes to graduate students who are ethically aware, data-informed, and globally prepared responsible leaders. The school is named in honor of the late Francis J. Noonan, a professor who served at the school for 43 years. He retired in 1991 as a professor emeritus and is still the longest-serving business faculty member of the college. The $10 million needed to create the school came from the college's $106 million Inspiring Lives in Leadership campaign. Loras is now on a 3-year journey seeking accreditation to become one of the few private colleges in the country that has a business school. And now we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at how Modern Family star Eric Stonestreet is giving to his community. Stay right here.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words. She calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. The whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Thanks.
Welcome back to Cedar Valley Today. Modern Family star Eric Stonestreet helped deliver a shipment of toys to the police department in Kansas City, Kansas. Thousands of dollars worth of toys were dropped off at the police station Tuesday. Stonestreet, who is originally from Kansas City and plays the character Cameron Tucker on Modern Family, also stopped to take photos with some of the officers. The police chief said on Twitter the toys are already being distributed randomly to kids in the community.
As you search for the perfect.
According to a recent report, items that are harmful to your kids may be stocked on the store shelves. CNN's Mary Maloney explains what to do and what to watch out for in today's Consumer Watch.
As you search for the perfect present and check items off your holiday lists, the U.S. Public Interest Research Group Education Fund has a warning. Beware of dangerous and potentially deadly toys. According to the Trouble in Toyland report, this fidget spinner has more than 300 times the legal limit for lead in children.
Especially in children, it can lower IQ, cause behavioral problems, and so it's a huge problem that there was that much lead available on store shelves.
The product has since been recalled. The report states the biggest hazard involves small children and small toy parts.
Choking hazards are actually the leading cause of recalls as well as deaths, unfortunately.
To see if a toy is safe, use a toilet paper roll. If the part fits into the roll, it's too small for kids ages 3 and younger. So be aware when you shop and keep kids' safety in mind. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
Need to jumpstart your diet after all of last week's turkey? Well, in today's Health Minute, CNN's Kim Hutcherson has foods that fill you up without adding on those extra pounds.
Sometimes losing weight isn't a matter of following a strict diet, but rather eating foods that work for you rather than against you. Here are some foods that offer a satisfying sense of fullness and can help keep your appetite in check. Greek yogurt is thicker, creamier, and has more protein than its regular yogurt counterparts. That protein can keep you feeling full. Avocados are packed with healthy fats and oleic acid, an omega-9 fatty acid, both of which can be helpful for controlling hunger. Red chili peppers contain capsaicin. It's the compound that gives the peppers their heat, and research suggests it may help curb hunger. Barley is a natural appetite suppressant. The grain contains a unique combination of dietary fibers that make it extra filling. Spinach is a source of thylakoids, the chlorophyll-bearing parts of green leaves. Studies have indicated that thylakoids may be helpful in reducing the amount of food we eat. And finally, flaxseed is rich in 2 natural appetite suppressants, omega-3 fats and fiber. Another tip, try having a small salad or cup of soup before meals. Both have been associated with increased fullness and decreased calorie intake. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
Arby's is buying sports bar chain Buffalo Wild Wings for $2.9 million. In an all-cash deal, Arby's is paying $157 per share for Buffalo Wild Wings, a 7% premium based on Monday's closing price. Buffalo Wild Wings stock had been a little bit lower before rumors about a deal with Arby's surfaced a couple of weeks ago. The stock rose again in the pre-market trading yesterday on news of the purchase agreement. Arby's is owned by Rourke Capital, which also has big stakes in Auntie Anne's, Carvel, and Jimmy John's. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's trending in the Cedar Valley.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Here's what's trending in the Cedar Valley. Are arts and crafts your thing? If so, you'll be happy to know the Waverly Public Library will be holding a winter arts and crafts activity later today. This will be held from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. and all ages are welcome. Each year, the NFL chooses one kid to play a special role in the Super Bowl, and in 2018's big game, that honor may go to an Iowan. Olivia Eckerman is a 13-year-old resident of Waverly, and Eckerman said she wants to take her parents and one of her siblings to the Super Bowl. She hopes her favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings, will be playing. The Wartburg football team is headed to Oshkosh, Wisconsin on Saturday for their Elite 8 matchup. And now you can come along. The cheerleaders are planning a fan bus, and as of yesterday morning, there were 30 spots available at $40 apiece. It leaves for Oshkosh bright and early at 5:45 a.m. on Saturday morning, and will head back after the game. Email tara.winter@wartburg.edu by noon Thursday to reserve your spot. And if your kids like gingerbread, then we've got some news for you. The Cedar Falls Public Library will be hosting a gingerbread jamboree on Sunday. Any kid aged preschool to 6th grade is welcome to some and decorate their own gingerbread person. The event starts at 2 and goes until 3:30 Sunday afternoon. And now we're going to send it on over to Sam at the wall for a look at your weather.
Thanks, Ryan. We talked a little bit about the forecast earlier, but let's dive into the 7-day forecast now. Starting off on Wednesday, it's going to be 45 degrees, low of 34. Moving on over to tomorrow, the sun's going to come out. It's going to be nice and bright. High of 47 degrees that day. Friday, moving on forward, it's going to be partly cloudy, 49 degrees, and then the sun's going to come right back out on Saturday for 53. It's going to be a nice day out on Saturday, but then the rain starts to come in. Sunday, it's going to be 50 degrees. The temperatures are going to stay relatively high, but the rain is going to come. Expect some precipitation on Monday, Tuesday, or on Sunday, Monday. Tuesday, it's going to be 35 degrees, partly cloudy as well. Let's go on to your hourly forecast now. The numbers on the right of the numbers on the right here make it. It's going to feel like 24 on 9 a.m. today, and going forward, it's going to feel about 34 degrees, 37. The sun's going to come out later on, 32, 31 is what it's going to feel like throughout the day. So it's not quite going to get up into that 40-degree range. So be sure to bundle on up and put on some coats and stuff today. So we'll come right back after the break with an interview. Stick around.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Welcome back to Cedar Valley Today. Joining me today is Elliot Kuchera, the Vice President of the Symphonic Band here at Wartburg. Elliot, thanks so much for coming in and talking to us.
Hi, love to be here.
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit about what the concert you and the Symphonic Band will be performing?
Yeah, this is kind of a traditional thing that we've done for the past couple of years. It started about 4 years ago with all of the members of the Symphonic Band not involved in the Wind Ensemble or the Christmas with Wartburg in general, kind of wanting to do a Christmas with Wartburg light, just kind of a fun concert for people to come and play some Christmas music together and keep working on music even though the regular rehearsals had stopped. As a result, over the years, it kind of grew bigger and bigger. It used to be held in the band hall, but last year was standing room only. There were people spilling out into the locker rooms and into the hallways. So this year, we're going to be moving over to the Waverly Veterans Post, the VFW, to try and have a larger venue so that more people can come and visit.
And then what you mentioned Christmas music, but is there any other music that you guys will be playing?
This year it actually won't be Christmas music. That's kind of our big surprise this year. It's going to be an all Sousa concert with no marches. If you're confused, we are too.
So then what's kind of unique about this concert in relation to the other concerts that you've done before?
Compared to the other concerts, it's a little bit, it's a lot smaller of a band for one. It's a lot more tight-knit with the people that in it. But it's also going to be raising funds for a charity. We're going to be raising funds for Retrieving Freedom this year, which we started last year as a tradition. Was one of our members kind of brought that to our attention, and we thought that was a great cause to kind of help them promote while we were playing.
Yeah, definitely. So why did the band decide to host a benefit concert for the Achieving Freedom group?
Like I said, we have one person in our band who is very connected to the charity, and we find it to be a very good cause to try and help boost while we're on campus.
Definitely. And then is there anything that you personally are looking forward to about the concert?
I personally am looking forward to our attire. Normally at a concert you have you're all black with your tie or something like that. This concert is the ugly Christmas sweater concert. I am very looking forward to getting my sweaters out.
I bet. And then have you ever worked with Retrieving Freedom before in like a concert type like this?
I have not personally, but I know as a band last year we were also raising funds for them. We had Victor the dog was out in the lobby as a little puppy. He was really cute, and now he's a big old doggo. Still very cute. But yeah, he'll be at the concert as well.
Awesome.
So we can visit him.
Very cool. And then are there any other dogs that are going to be at the concert?
I know that it will be Victor, but I am not certain if other ones will be there. I could assume, but I don't want to say for sure.
So then, obviously, it's a very special thing to be hosting a concert for the Achieving Freedom group. How does that make you feel?
I think it's great. It's a wonderful opportunity to kind of combine the things that we love about being in band and beginning to perform music, and also get to do something good at the same time. Raising funds for Retrieving Freedom is important, and it's also important that we get to share with the community what we've been working on for these last couple of weeks and what we find to be special about performing.
Yeah, definitely. Are there any other concerts that the Symphonic Band will be holding later on this year?
We have our Meistersinger concert, which will be next year. But other than that, I believe Symphonic Band will be done after this one for the 2017 year.
And then what's your goal for how much money you want to raise?
We don't really have a set goal necessarily. We just kind of want it to be a free will donation. We don't want to force that upon our people. It's a free concert for people to enjoy. But if you can donate, we would really appreciate it.
Definitely. All right, Elliot, that was a great interview. Thank you so much for coming in. The Symphonic Band Retrieving Freedom Benefit Concert will be held tomorrow night at 7:30 at the Waverly Veterans Post, and we'll be right back right after this break.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Next.
New details about the royal wedding have been revealed. We now know that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be getting married next May at Windsor Castle. An exact date has not been announced, but Kensington Palace says that Markle will become a UK citizen, but she will retain her US citizenship. This process is expected to take several years, and the palace also says that the royal family will be footing the bill for the wedding. We also know that one of Markle's dogs, Guy, is already in England, and her other dog, Bogart, will be living with her friends in Canada.
Well, there's no room for Clark Griswold in Sudbury, Massachusetts. Police in Massachusetts posted this picture on Facebook last week of a vehicle they pulled over with a giant tree on top of it. The tree clearly covers the entire car and even hangs off the sides. It's unclear whether the tree dangles over the driver's windshield or if the driver was sighted. The vehicle was stopped about 25 miles west of Boston. Police reminded people on Facebook to transport holiday trees responsibly.
For today's top 3 stories, we investigated cyberbullying in the Cedar Valley, took another look at Christmas with Wartburg, and had the first part of our 2-part series with Waverly's mayoral candidates. And then thank you all for tuning in to Cedar Valley.
Yeah, be sure to like us on Facebook and tune in this Friday for our next show, final show of the semester. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.